So, hello everyone, and I'm starting this video saying I'm quite disappointed in myself. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not able to go through this quizzle that I prepared, and I'm not able to do writing properly. I'm more disappointed in the way I am doing exercise. Today was a great exercise. I think it was one of my best exercise or sets I have ever done. But deep inside, I feel like I could have done more. I don't know why. There is a deep feeling inside me that's saying you could have done one more step, you could have done two more reps, but I gave up at the most essential moment. I need to change my mindset, and I heard a quote today: one day or day one. It's quite deep. So let's drop everything. Let's get started with our reading session. I'm quite don't know. In every few days, I will get a burst of motivation. I will get so serious that I don't know how to get out of it. And the next morning, I repeat my same old bad habits that I wanted to change and that I want to change and that I will change. Sorry, there are so many distractions, and I know no one is watching. I don't think Prozolos is also watching this video. He didn't watch previous video. I haven't opened YouTube today, but I will open it after recording this video, and we will see if he has watched my video or not. And I hope he hasn't watched my video because I don't plan anyone to see it. Youths use asset to buy luxurious the power of focus. A French child has been developing a nasty habit of burning a hole in his pocket. Just 16, he wanted his own car. The excuse all his friends' parents gave their kids car. The child wanted to go into his savings and use it for a down payment. That was when his father called me and then came to see me. Do you think I should let him do it or should I just buy him a car? I answered, I might relieve the pressure in short term, but what have you taught him in the long term? It might relieve the pressure in the short term, but what have you taught him in the long term? Can you use this desire to own a car and inspire your son to learn something? Suddenly, the lights went on, and he hurried home. 2 months later, I ran into my friend again. Does your son have his new car? I asked. No, he doesn't, but I gave him $3,000 for the car. I told him to use my money instead of his college money. Well, that's generous of you. I said, not really. The money came with a hitch. So, what was the hitch? I asked. Well, first we played a cash flow game. We then had a long discussion about the wise use of money. After that, I gave him a subscription to the Wall Street Journal and a few books on the stock market. Then what? I asked. Was what was the cash? I told him that $3,000 was his, but he could not directly buy a car with it. He could use it to find a stockbroker and buy and sell stock. Once he has once he had made $6,000 with the $3,000, the money would be his for the car, and the $3,000 would go into his college fund. And what are the results? Well, he got lucky early in his tradings. but lost everything a few days later. Then he really got interested. Today I say he is down $2,000, but his interest is up. He has read all the books I bought him, and he goes to the library to get more. He reads the Wall Street Journal rigorously, watching for indicators. He got only $1,000 left, but his interest and learning are sky high. He knows that if he loses that money, he works for 2 more years, but he does not seem to care. He even seems uninterested in getting a car because he has found a game that is more fun. What happened if he loses all the money? I asked. Well, cross the bridge when we get it to it. I'd rather have him lose everything now than wait till he is outraged to risk losing everything. And besides, that is the best $1,000 I have ever spent on his education. What he is learning will serve him for life, and he seems to have gained a new respect for the power of money. As I said earlier, if a person cannot master the power of self discipline, it is best not to try to get rich. I say this because although the process of developing cash flow from an asset column is easy in the theory, what's hard is the mental fortitude to direct money to the correct use. Due to the external temptation, it is much easier in today's consumer world to simply blow money out of expenses column. With weak mental fortitude, the money flows into the path of least resistance. That is the cause of poverty and financial struggle. The following example illustrates the financial intelligence needed to direct money to make more money. If you give 100 people $10,000 at the start of the year, I believe that's at the end of the year. If we give 100 people $10,000 at the start of the year, I believe that at the end of the year, 80 would have nothing left. In fact, many would have created greater debt by making a down payment on a new car, refrigerator, electronics, or a holiday. 16% would have 16% would have increased the 10,000 by 5 to 10%. 4 would have 4 would have increased it to 20,000 or into the millions. We go to the school to learn a profession so we can work for money. It is my opinion that it's just important to learn how to have money work for you. I love my luxuries as much as anyone else. The difference is I don't buy them on credit. It's the keep up with the Joneses trap. When I wanted to buy a Porsche, the easy route would have been to call my banker and get a loan. Instead of choosing to focus in the liability column, I choose to focus in the asset column. As a habit, I use my desire to consume to inspire and to motivate my financial genius to invest. Too often today we focus on borrowing money to get the things we want instead of focusing on creating money. One is easier in the short term but harder in the long term. It's a bad habit that we are it's a bad habit that we as individuals and as a nation have gotten into. Remember, the easy road often becomes hard, and the hard road often becomes easy. The earlier you can train yourself and love to master the, those you love to master of money, the better money. The earlier you can train yourself and those you love to be masters of money, the better. Money is a powerful force. Unfortunately, people use the power of money against themselves. If your financial intelligence is low, money will run all over you. It's, it will be smarter than you. If money is smarter than you, you'll work for it all your life. To be the master of money, you need to be smarter than it. Then money will do as it is told. I will obey you. Instead of being a slave to it, you will be master of it. That is financial intelligence. There is a line here. I will read it again. The earlier you can train yourself and those you love. It doesn't only work in financial intelligence. I think it works on everything. The earlier I train Rather, I master something, the better it will become in the future. Easier choices make hard life, and hard choices make easier life. But harder choices and harder life, what does it make you? What does it makes you? My mind is running wild. I don't know why. I'm getting serious at a moment and happy at another moment. It doesn't mean that I cannot be happy when I am serious, but I'm just trying to say a serious person wouldn't laugh so much watching a funny video. But at the gym, I was quite serious. At the morning, I was quite funny and curious. At the time when I was eating my dinner, I was quite funny scrolling on Instagram reels to find new entertainment. I need to be a straight line. I'm so wobbly. Everything can bend me. I am a rope. I need to be iron that cannot be bent easily. First of all, from rope, I have to become a string that is more stronger than a rope. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.